Last team, please came to our stage, come to our stage. These are the people who, for the past 6 days, organized this event for you. This is a small part of us. This is a small part of us, but yeah, we're the final team. So it's a pleasure for me to give the floor to Vasil Silenovsky, the Vice President of NASC and our International Coordinator.
I think that I'm going to say something clever, but I want to show you something that expresses my speech at the moment. And this is a video clip that's made for this game, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much. We have a little surprise for you. If you come in 2-3 minutes or something like that. So thank you. It was a pleasure for us, and I hope we'll have an unbelievable night tonight.
So, I would like to first and foremost thank Vasil and the whole team and all of us for the great work that you have done this week. You have no idea how much the work is appreciated, both by the EC, and I'm sure I can here speak also on behalf of the member unions here. And as per usual, we have a very small gift. It does not do justice to all the work that you've done this year, but here's a box of chocolates all the way from Brussels. And now, the difficult part comes, where we're going to be doing the goodbye speeches. I've asked them that before I really wanted to say a few words. During this term, we have had a brilliant team. And as I reiterated many times during the past week, there was a lot of work that was invested in this team. And whilst it is going to be very difficult for the new team to reach up to what we have at the moment, this could not have been possible without the unity that there was between Adam, Katrina, and myself. And I want to give you a huge applause for the work that they have done during this year. It is true that me and Katrina were running against each other. However, know that me and Katrina have throughout the year worked together. Katrina has been an excellent vice president. And despite the fact that Gohar and Sebastian already tried to joke about being better vice presidents than the current ones, they can say, they can be fully aware that they will never reach the level that we're at. And to Adam, thank you for all the work you've done for this organization. I have extremely big shoes to fill, and this organization will forever be grateful for all the work that you have done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's of course a very important emotional evening, so we also know that because of our over-ambitious plans for this board meeting, we also made this BM to be so long, so I'm very sorry for that. But we have to go through the farewell speeches, and this is the right for us, for the Hags. We've been working for this moment. So I hope that you will forgive us that we'll go through that. First of all, thank you, Robert, for your kind words. And yeah, I also think a lot about my presidency, but I will tell you what I really think in my goodbye speech. No, I'm joking. Thank you very much. And now I would like to ask the Hags to present you their farewell speeches. The first would be Robert Henner.
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to keep this very short because this time last year, Maria said that the speeches were only good when they were short, and I want this to be a good speech. Sometimes these speeches are long, right? Because the people who are leaving Esu are often leaving the student movement for the very last time. They may have said goodbye to their local unions, to their national unions, to all the people that have trained and supported them for many years. And when they say goodbye to Esu, they're often saying goodbye to the student movement forever. And that's what's happened, or if not forever, then at least their time in the student movement. And that's what's happening for me today. I don't intend to go through my my history in the student movement, which has been very long. I started being a student in 2009 and then stopped studying in 2013. What I want to say to anyone who is continuing in the student movement, in your national unions or in Esu next year, is to not find yourself in a position where you have to explain yourself, your history and your real beliefs and all the compromises you've made by the time you get to this day. Tell your truths now. Be honest to yourself now. Say what you really think now and engage with the friends and the allies around you now, because it's only when you're doing those things that you can make that change happen, and when we do it well, it is incredible. There is a quote from the founder of NUS UK that is written up on the walls of the NUS UK office building, unless they have to sell it, which is that if the students of today are cooperating, Mike might have to correct me now, there is hope for the future. And I think this is so true, shown in Esu, where we come from such different places, and yet we create something so incredible and beautiful together. Most of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who has led and supported me over these years in Esu. There are far too many to name, but the team we've had this year has been absolutely incredible. And I can't say enough about how much, not just the organisation, but the state of students and the state of our organisations across Europe has benefited from their work. The reason everyone is so stressed and exhausted now is because of everything that they have put in over their entire time in the student movement. And I am so proud, so proud to have been a small part of this incredible thing. I said in the reporting the other day that I quoted a friend of mine, Megan Dunn, who was my local union president, my national union president, who said that our unions should not be a battleground. Our unions should be our front line. When we feel that we are in the fight together, that we are joined in a union, we can take on the world. Thank you so much for doing that in your work. Thank you so much for making me a part of your organisation. I wish you all the best. Let's have fun tonight. Goodbye, and thank you so much.
Hello. Okay, sorry. This device is really online. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob. We'll all remember you as the person who defined the concept of reassessment. I think that will be remembered especially by the ones who you reassessed. So thank you very much for that. The next person I would like to invite now to the stage is Julia Dobeszuk.
I strongly hope that I will not forget now everything that I would like to say, and in this way like absolutely feeling my farewell speech. During the week, I was asked several times, how does it feel to know that it's your last BM? And my answer was like, well, I don't really think about it right now because I still have some things to complete during this week. And well, when I'm done with that, I'll probably think how it feels. And it struck me like a little bit time ago when we were saying welcome song. That was like the moment, that's the last time, that's the last BM, a last Esu event, last song that we were singing here. And that feels weird because for the last 4 years, to different extent, but Esu was presented in my life. I came through like different levels, being in Esu, obtaining candidacy membership, gaining full membership for BOSS, what was like one of the things that I'm very proud in my life. And then being a delegate, and then being an Esu member, that was a huge honor for me. I always thought that if once I will actually get to Esu, I will definitely at least rerun for the second year, because that is also what makes a lot of sense at Esu, because 1 year is a huge learning experience, and like you want also to contribute for more. But in my case, unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. And what I also absolutely agree with Robert, and what I also wanted to say, that it's even more sad because you're saying goodbye to all student movement. Like before, you were just like switching between like levels, local, national, international. You knew that anywhere you would work with student issues was something that you really like. But now, yes, you realize that it's over, and it is so sad because we all like so inspired by this topic. We give a lot of our inspiration, our trust in working for better education for better students, and now it's like, you know, like the story that is coming to an end and something new is about to open. And probably because I know that it's not like I don't have like some uncertain future and I know what's coming after Esu. Otherwise, I don't know, I would probably be even more sad and I don't know, more nervous. But what, there was something else that I really wanted to say, but I feel like I forgot it. I'm really very thankful to the team that we work all this year. It's like, the team was always like supporting. I was constantly like maybe criticizing myself, and I never like felt any lack of support from the team. I'm very regret that I didn't have that much time to actually like party with them more, like to spend one more day at Esu meeting where we actually go out. And it's, if I, for example, had a chance like to repeat this year, that's probably would be something that I would change. But we made good friends, and if I'm traveling somewhere to where you are, be sure I will text you. I just like hope that you'll reply back. One more reason why exactly this team was super special for me is that with like half of these people, I actually was starting my student engagement. Actually, I knew Esu hopefully because of Adam. I remember when we we applied for Esu candidates membership, and Adam texted to boss like, oh, it's so cool, and I was the worst, like, okay, let's meet. I was like, okay, I probably should prepare, like, it must be like some serious representative, like, I should like learn more about Belarus, about Bologna process. I kind of like say, I can't just say I don't know anything. And yes, like, we're meeting, we're having coffee, and he's saying, yes, Bologna process is like so much, it's not only ECTS, it's like so much more. And I'm like sitting with like this big, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm coming back home, and I'm like reading everything about Bologna process and what it is. And also like the whole like female like hacks team, like we realized when we started the Monday that we actually all met together at one place, like around 2 years ago. We all met at a study session in Budapest that was organized by Esu and Council of Europe. I don't know, is it like some like mark that it was like supposed to be some kind of fortune? So I would like to say thank you a lot. I can't remember the thing that I wanted to say, and I failed to refresh it in my memory. But I know that I would not lie, this year was sometimes a little bit hard for me to manage because of, well, some of my personal things. But there was never a time when I regretted applying and being an EC member. It's been one of the greatest things that happened to my life, and I'm so happy that also I learned a lot from Esu, and I can also take it to outside world. I always sometimes joke, okay, it's time to start real life, if there is life without Esu. So yeah, I'm about like actually to learn if there is life without Esu or not. Thank you everybody for what I learned from everybody of you, and I'm very happy that I now have this a lot of knowledge, a lot of values, a lot of democratic values, and understanding of how important to communicate and take into account everybody's opinion. And I'm very eager to not have it only within education, not only within NGO, but also to spread it to all spheres of my life. So thank you again, everybody. It was a great year, and I wish like to the new team all the best, and to everybody of you as well. Thank you.